Hope everyone had a wonderful Thursday. It's going to be a very similar day coming up on our Friday. As we look back at the almanac, 79 was our high today, 49 our low earlier in the morning, and that was 11 degrees above average for TF Green, and the low was right on par. 93 back in 93. How about that? And 80 years before that, we saw a low temperature of 34 degrees. Sun went down this evening at 7:54. 5 more days until we get that first 8 p.m. sunset, and we'll keep those 8 p.m. sunsets for quite a while. So that happens next week on the 16th. Here are your weather headlines, and I apologize in advance for the rhyming today, but warm despite a storm. The next day or two, we could see a very stray shower or thunderstorm, but it is looking mostly like we'll have dry time, and it will be very summer-like. Now, Saturday looks okay. The weekend is going to be, I think, better for the second half of it. Sensational for Mother's Day. And then not much rain. That could actually be a pain, especially after we just came out of a drought situation across parts of the area. I'll explain that in a second. Let's look at your storm or shower chance tomorrow. That little wave of energy coming down from Canada, that could spark off a shower or thunderstorm. I think the likeliest locations are further east that you go, especially where we saw those showers out towards southeastern Mass and towards the Cape this evening. Looks like you could be in for a repeat performance tomorrow. Now, we'll widen it out a little bit here just to show you there's a cold front that actually comes through on Saturday, and you can see the precipitation well off to the south. Could we get a stray shower out of that? I think it's certainly possible, but the chances are on the lower end. What really that front does by passing through is it cools things down by about 10 degrees on Sunday. But Mother's Day, look at this from start to finish. Hardly any cloud cover, looking fantastic. So we'll go with 70. Most of the day will be in the upper 60s, but it'll still feel really, really refreshing. And again, there is your Saturday forecast, partly sunny. Slight chance of a shower. Here's your drought monitor. And again, this was the last 2 weeks. We didn't really see a lot of change from 2 weeks ago to last week. And sometimes that can be because these drought monitors, they have a little bit of a lag period. And we had those heavy rains on the weekends. They didn't really adjust for that until this weekend. And see that moderate drought stripe down across parts of the southern shoreline. They're gone, and now we're just in that abnormally dry strait across the entire area. But when you're sitting in that dry stage, it can take a little bit more rain to get you out, but it could also take a little bit less rain, and you're right back into that drought situation. And looking at, this is not, tomorrow. This is the next week. We are not looking at a lot of rain. So if this were to persist beyond the 7-day forecast here, I would guess that we're probably going to start to see parts of the area maybe back into that moderate drought stage, something that certainly bears watching, and we'll do that for you here in the Weather Center. 54 tonight, partly cloudy, light southwest wind tomorrow. Warm, 82 degrees. Yeah, you saw the flash there. There could be a storm around. Winds are west at 5 to 10 with a hazy sunshine mixing with those clouds. There are your highs tomorrow for the rest of the area. Some spots away from the water are going to be in the mid to maybe even upper 80s. Even at the shore, it's going to be warm, so go down there, get that relief. 72 to 77 degrees, high UV index. Make sure you don't forget the sunscreen. And I'm trying to stay out of the water if I were you. Dip your feet and enjoy the cooler air temperatures down there. Again, a 20 to 30% chance the next 2 days, and then we don't have any rain for the rest of the 7-day forecast, and your Mother's Day is looking great.